something I do that other people think is terrible parenting. So every morning and every afternoon, my son sits on the couch watching an iPad, sometimes reading, and he says things like, "Popcorn, I'm thirsty, pirate's booty." And in response to that, I say, "Okay, honey, I'm happy to get that for you." Or I just don't respond at all and I deliver it to him. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because my son is pathologically demand avoidant, and this is an accommodation called lowering demands, which means I'm doing things for him that he is physically capable of doing, that he has the cognitive skills to accomplish. However, because of cumulative nervous system activation throughout the day, when he goes to school and tackle football, he's close to his threshold where he's going to be going into fight or flight. So in order to lower him from that threshold, I provide that accommodation happily so that he can eat.
My heart always goes out to parents who are raising kids with special needs, because I'm one of them as well. I have one. And I'll tell you, if this kid, I think this particular example is a really poor example of a kid who's entitled and a parent who's allowing it to happen. And let me explain what I mean. So she puts him on the iPad in the morning before school, which you don't have to be a psychology major to know that when you are on a screen like that, your brain is just being bombarded with different things, right? Different things that might be stressing this kid out. Then he goes to school all day, where he's then probably bombarded by decisions he needs to make, work he has to accomplish, things he needs to do. And then he goes to a sport voluntarily, no one's forcing him to do it, like tackle football, which is physically demanding, emotionally and mentally demanding as well, and then comes home where she puts him back on the iPad, where he then barks orders. "I'm thirsty, pirate booty, popcorn." What I can say about this is, if a kid can physically do something and cognitively do something, and he is in a situation where he has to make decisions all day long and he's overwhelmed and stressed out, well, that's also real life as well. And life is not going to respond well to anybody who just barks orders at people. No matter what's going on, if we can physically do something, if we can cognitively do something as well as our kids, then we can teach them the importance of manners. "Mom, would you mind getting me some popcorn? Mom, may I please have a drink of water?" I don't think that's too much to ask to at least teach our kids manners, especially if they're capable.